Okay then, everyone. Today's video is something just a little bit different. Although obviously it just looks like two horses hacking. But this is, you just bear with me guys. This is a video of a new girl who arrived just yesterday. Well, that's a whole nother story, but I will just explain. But as you can see on your left, this is Nikki riding the coloured mare, who only arrived last night, as I've just said. Now, she had a bit of a traumatic journey, nothing to do with the horse. One of our transporters who collected her, loaded her good as gold, collected her, travelled fantastically, got to about half an hour away from ourselves and had a disaster, and the lorry broke down on the side of an A road, on the side of the A50. So they had to phone emergency transport, and the mare was stood. She travelled for 2.5 hours up to then. She had to stand on the wagon on the side of the road for another 1.5 hours whilst they waited for somebody to come. So 1.5 hours she was stood there waiting, and she then had to be unloaded and loaded on the A road, a dual carriageway, not just your normal A road, like a double lane dual carriageway, bless her. She had to be unloaded and loaded there. Obviously they made sure it was safe and all the rest of it. They were professional people. She didn't arrive to us until 10 o'clock last night. She'd loaded perfect again and travelled the rest of the way to us. I unloaded her last night at 10 o'clock. Well, it was about 10 to 10. There was just enough light, and just literally threw her in the stable. The stable was obviously left ready for her. Now, those of you that follow us, you will know that we. Oh, I've got a dog in the hedge. That you will know that there is. We've got the horses up at the equestrian centre, where we've got all of the facilities, the fantastic facilities, the indoor schools, the outdoor schools, horse walker, full set of show jumps. Excuse me. Which is which is a great place to be able to show you these horses. Oh God, they come so quick around this. Right, sorry guys, I was just saying what a bad bend that there is, that we've just come round, and then it was Kyle calling me, which will probably happen another 10 million times before this is out, because he's at the yard. But anyway, as I was saying, we've got the equestrian centre that we've got all the fantastic facilities at, and those they're great. Indoor school, outdoor schools, full set of show jumps, horse walker, everything. So we can just show you the horses and show you everything about them. But we've also got a lot of horses, our own horses, up at the smaller yards, where we haven't got all of those luxury facilities. But yeah, definitely got too many horses, and I've got them everywhere, guys. However, the moral of this story is she was supposed to be transported straight up to the equestrian centre last night. Because of the issue with the lorry and the time, it was too late to take her up there, so she's had to come up to the little yard. Now, my lorry is actually in for plating, so we haven't got it on the road, and we wanted to take her up to the equestrian centre, which is about 7 miles. So we thought, well, it's a pleasant day, we may as well just hack. So we're actually doing everything we would advise not to do with a new horse. We've taken her straight out. Now, I have been saying recently that especially since my accident, that every horse we ride is lunged first. Doesn't matter what the history is, where they come from, they're all lunged because of the circumstances today. But not just that, Candy is the mare's name, has come from a reliable source, from a home where I've had horses from there previously. They're not dealers, it's a riding school come family sort of run business. So I'll go into more detail soon about Candy, you know, what Candy's been up to and her background, blah blah blah. But I felt you know, that she was fine to be able to just get straight on and come out. So that's what we've done. So we are now just setting off for the 7-mile hack up to the other yard, and we've decided to take a helper, a companion, which is Mia. So those of you that are wondering who the black cob is, that is Mia. So those that have been following us, you'll know who Mia is, and Molly's riding Mia, so she's her own cob. And do you know what, actually, you can see Mia keep jog trotting. I'm not sure how long the jog trotting is going to last, because she's got to ride all the way there and then all the way back, because Oscar's going to come back. So I think after 14 miles she may not be quite as fresh. But actually Mia is currently stabled at the minute with not any turnout, just because she is an escape artist and we've just got to get the fencing done. So at the minute she's in, and it was Molly's birthday celebrations last week. So Molly's actually been really busy and Mia's not done. She's not been ridden for, it's got to be 10 days and she's stabled at the minute. So I mean, that's pretty good that you can just get on her and come out. I mean, she's been jog trotting a little bit, but that's probably going to be about the most of her excitement. But just whilst we on this video, you can see that Candy is very boldly leading the hack. So I don't actually think she even needs her companion, but you know, obviously we didn't know to take her 7 miles straight out on her own would be a tough ask for any horse, although by the look of it I think she'd be fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm following them most of this journey to just make sure they're safe. There's a lot of you know, these country lanes are quite bad, so I am going to follow them for the majority of it, but I'm obviously not going to video for the whole 7 miles. So I will pick this video up a little bit further on the hack, but I wanted you to just show you them fresh out, and you can see that it's fresh out because, like I say, Mia is pretty fresh, bless her. All right guys, I'll pick this up shortly. Right everyone, I've just followed them all the way down the hill. There was nothing really much to see when they're just riding down the hill. So just making our way up through the village. As you can see, Candy is still leading and she's doing very well. Now Candy's actually come from a home where it's a yard where I have had you know, quite a few dealings over the years through different things. It's an active yard where family run business, they're the best, family run business who run a riding school. Mum does a lot of competing, dressage mainly, and yeah, just basically a family run business. Now, excuse me, Candy has been used as working livery. When I say working livery, she's owned by the owners of the riding school, but she actually belonged to the daughter, so she was actually owned as the private horse and the family, but she has been used to do some of the lessons. So she has done the riding school work, but she wasn't necessarily a pure riding school horse. She was used, as I say, she belonged to her daughter. who is very, very, very sadly outgrown her. She has been there, I will just double check, but it's around 4 years. Might not be exactly 4 years, it'll be 4 years, it's quite a few years anyway, that she has been on that yard, and she's 10 years old. She's actually really good size. I mean, she arrived, like I say, late last night. My first thoughts when I looked at her, I was like, oh, she looks a good 15 hands, to be honest. She's quite substantial. I mean, Mia would be 14.1. So you can see that sort of size difference there. When Mia is riding on the outside of Candy, and Candy is sort of near the pavement, obviously the road drops away, but you know, you can just see there, you can see the height difference. So, and then Nikki this morning, when Nikki saw her first words were to me was, oh, you know, the new mare is a really good size. Is she about 15 hands? So we haven't put a stick on her, guys, but she's real good. I mean, just look at her, really good substantial size. So over the moon with that, actually. But her owner's daughter is very tall, and as I say, just sadly outgrown her, and she'll have outgrown her in size and probably type as well, really. You know, coming sort of teenager, probably now is ready to step up. I mean, guys, honestly, just look at her. This is quite spooky around here. You can see Mia having a look, and Mia knows where she is, but I mean, why Mia's got to have a look at everything, I have no idea. But Candy, you know, she had that disrupted travel yesterday. There's not many horses that, you know, is leaving their home of how many years, traveling for a few hours, and then having to stand on the side of a busy road for an hour and a half, then be unloaded and reloaded there, and then come to a new home, and then the next day just tack up and come straight out and lead the way. I mean, I think, to be honest, I honestly think that in itself should show you a lot about the horse. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked now. So she's been used, as I say, she's been used partly on the riding school, but mainly as a private horse as well. She actually did, through lockdown especially, I think it was last year and the year before, she did the dressage, she did the online dressage, and I think she won most of what she entered. I have got a video actually of her doing one of her tests. And then, I mean, I don't exactly know how it works, guys, so some of you may know, maybe a bit more up on this than I am, but actually she did a league, and she came third overall in the whole league. So, you know, that, I mean, that's pretty good. That's a good achievement. You know, she was winning most of what she was doing, and then, as I say, third in this whole league. So I think that just shows how well she sort of goes in the school. So we knew that she went very, very well in the school. She was very much push button, walk, trot and canter in the school. Pops the jumps, and, you know, is happy for other riders to be on her. She's safe. She's been totally dependable. But, you know, bringing her out hacking is something we wanted to see for ourselves. Well, I think, guys, you can all see exactly for yourself what her hacking skills are. I'm just going to put my hazards on because I've got a line of traffic behind me, so if you can hear the ticking in the background. I don't know why Mia decided she wants to have a look at everything today. You know, that's when horses are fresh, they fresh in different ways, aren't they? Mia is absolutely good as gold, bless her. You can just get on her after being in the stable, like I say, for 10 days. but she has decided she wants to look at everything, just be generally a little bit awkward. Oh, right guys, if you wonder what they're doing, I don't think you can see here, well, there's a little, oh yeah, there you go. These kids wanted to see the ponies. Turn that off. How cute. They're making somebody's, oh, making somebody's day. You can see there though, you can just see that Candy's that bit bigger than Mia, can't you? Nikki is the rider, oh bless. Nikki is the rider that seems to be able to ride anything from 13.2 to 16.2 and look the correct size on. This village is a little bit spookier than you think to ride through as well, with all the dry stone walls and wheelie bins, and you know, there's just quite a lot to look at. And she's really bold and leading the hack straight through. I don't know if you just saw the bird fly off the wall right in front of her there as well. If you didn't, you can just rewind this video a touch. All these are things that you take for granted, but I've said it many times on our hacking videos. We're very much used to picking up these things and sort of training our own eyes and natural instincts to assess. I mean, look here, look at the flags. I mean, that one's an obvious one, I suppose. Just wondering what's different, but I'm holding my camera the other way round, so that's why you're not getting as much of the surroundings in. I'm sure it's 10:30 on a Friday morning. I'm sure if it was 2 hours later, the girls would want to stop here at the pub. There you go. Guys, I mean, I'm waffling on, but oh, Luke Strimmer now, he's still got it started, by the way. He's not using it, but he still has it going. So honestly, this mare is, you've got to bear in mind, guys, this is her first ride here, straight out. I'm spending my whole time at the minute assessing pre-purchase, assessing horses, searching for them, anything that isn't in the 5 figures, because prices have soared up again. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but prices have literally gone through the roof again. I mean, I am all for horses, you know, being priced substantially, and I think hang on 1 second, girls, I've got a drink and a chocolate bar for you, you know. Sorry, that probably sounded so common and Stokey shouting then. But I think Molly underestimated how far it is when she volunteered to ride there and back. But yeah, prices have soared again, and you know, I'm inquiring about, or people are offering me horses that are, you know, lovely horses, and they're wanting high 4 and 5 figures. I'm just like, you know, to me that's overpriced. Like I say, I'm happy for horses to be priced correctly, and I do think horses have been way too low for way too long, but yeah, I mean, there's got to be a cut-off point. So when we find them, you know, just know that I've thoroughly pre-purchased, researched them and done our checks, and to be honest, it's worth it. It's a lot of legwork, but it's worth it when we get to this point, because just look for yourself. This mare arrived 12 hours ago, and look at her. Does Nikki look like she's on a horse that she doesn't know? Does the horse look like she's hacking in a place that she doesn't know? Does she look like she only arrived yesterday? So there's your answer. Where do you find these horses? And also, she actually had, it was the riding school's their vet inspection last week or the week before, and because they were still undecided whether they were going to part with her, she was included on the vet inspection, and it's sort of the equivalent to sort of like a 2-stage vet check, let's say. Eyes, heart, lungs, trot up, a quick examination. I'm not actually that close to Mia, guys. I just had zoomed in and it looked like I was that close. So yeah, so she passed that as well. Like I say, that was a couple of weeks ago. Skip lorry. Don't know what they both had a look at in that gateway. So yeah, you know, 10 years old, she'd be around 50 in hand. She's got to be. Won all of her online dressage, goes well in the school, used for multiple riders, safe for her young rider, same home for the last 4 years. Yeah, tell me where you find these guys. Yeah. Okay then, I am going to come off this and I will pick them up in a little while. Thanks. Okay, I come with refreshment for the team, for the girls. I've got refreshment. Can't have chocolate? No. All right, well, you won't want it then?
No, I'm not having it.
Are you not having it?
No.
Come on. She's too chocolate anyway. It was a sharing bar.
Oh, we'll share. It's not going to lose a diet on the
Yeah. I bet you have, Paul. I've seen you kicking away. Mia's deciding to spook at everything. When you get home, eventually, she needs a bath.
I know.
See you later. Right. Now we have a big test. We have to step out on the A road, and we've got roadworks to go through. Look at Candy, bless her. She's just hacking up to that, to those roadways. Oh, I can't see her because we've got Mia's big bum in the way. But she's hacking up to them roadways. And Nikki has got one hand on a rein and she's drinking a drink. Oh, let me try and catch her in the camera. Nikki's got one hand on a rein. She's got her left hand on a rein. And her right hand, she's drinking a drink, look. She's put her hands on her reins now. She's had to actually steer past the roadworks. But look how bold she is. Both of them, bless them. We've got flags one side. It's really spooky the other side as well. Tell you now, guys, if somebody doesn't snap this horse up off this video alone, then God knows what you're looking for. I do not know what you can find more. I mean, you could see, go and read all of, oh, you probably couldn't hear that, was the air brakes then. And it's busy into this little village here. You can go and read as many adverts and view horses or whatever that you want, but I do genuinely think that this video, not this video, all of our videos anyway, but videos just tell you so much more, because you know nobody is going to go and try a horse and go and hack for 7 miles on the road. Do you know what I mean? They're not. So you're not ever going to go and put that horse in that you know, in that sort of, what's the word, like through that test. So being able to see them, for yourself. I was trying to see what Molly was saying then. She was obviously saying something about me, guys. But we've got a line of traffic behind us, so just bear with while I just pull over and let them all pass. I think that's what Molly was saying. They pulled on the grass verge to try and be considerate to the traffic, and then I'm holding everybody up. But yeah, I mean, when are you ever going to go and try a horse and go and take them hacking over 7 miles in this? You're just not, are you? So a video you can see for yourself. And like I say, this is her first ride with us. I mean, I'm just super, super, super impressed. Super impressed. Actually, whilst I'm on this video, we've been talking about it for a little while. I'm just going to go past and pull up, guys. I'll pick this video up in a sec, but I've got a whole line of traffic behind. Okay, I'll pick this up in a minute.
Thank you.
How good is she?
She's so good.
And I am just staying by them as much as I can, guys, because some of you will notice we haven't got the high vis on. It was a last minute decision. It was actually Nikki's idea to do this, but we hadn't got the high vis with us. But I had said I am going to follow them. So yeah, before we have those comments, I am sticking behind them virtually the whole way. And obviously the traffic is across the other side for the oncoming, but you know, people see my car before they see the horses. So as I was just saying when I'd come off then, we are considering doing, many of you, well, you'll be watching this on YouTube, so YouTube is has been great for us, actually. To be fair, it's been great because I can't post videos of this length anywhere else. So I mean, this one's going to be super long, but yeah, I can't post these videos anywhere else. So YouTube's been great. I've continually sort of advised people to subscribe to this channel, and then you've just got to allow the notifications. If you just download the app, subscribe to the channel, allow the notifications every time we put a new video on. It'll just alert to your phone or whatever device you've got that on, so you won't miss our videos. And what I'm trying to do is put as much as I can on the YouTube, because I find it very difficult to be able to always reply to everybody individually instantly. And this is why these videos, along with this information, this voiceover information, it basically gives you all the info, rather than you having to ask me the questions and then me having to individually answer and then missing out on the info, all the rest of it. Right, I'm going to help them get across. Look what Nick's doing. I can't believe I've just watched. I can't believe what I've just seen her do. She's been very good, because she's using the litter bin. She's just gone up the pavement. I thought she wanted me to come ahead, but no, she went up the pavement to the bus stop to put her litter in the bin. Straight across the junction. No bother at all. I mean, that's pretty damn spooky across there. Like I say, you've got to think, guys. Some of you will be thinking, yeah, well, you know, I could ride my horse through there, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm sure you could, but this horse has only just arrived, you know. Yeah. Going back to what I was saying, yeah, the YouTube channel's been great, because you can just get the info straight over. I try and get these videos on as fast as I can. Sometimes, you know, relying on technology, and sometimes YouTube's on a go slow, and then they have to monitor the videos, they have to assess the content. Oh my gosh, Mo, that was super close. Yeah, you have to assess the content, so sometimes it takes a while, but I do get these on as soon as. And what we have been talking about doing is possibly doing a bit of a YouTube series, obviously in our spare time, you know, because we've got a lot of that, but on a serious note, about settling in new horses actually, and just showing you things like, you know, horses. I mean, a lot of it is on our videos, because we video from the get-go, to be fair, but even just little things like how they are first thing in the morning on their first morning, so if they're shy in the stable, if they don't stand by the mounting block, just little handy tips and handy hints on, you know, if you have a new horse, or even your horse, you experience any of the problems putting bridles on, horses that don't want to stand by a mounting block, horses that turn away from you in the stable. Our horse is, when they ride on day 1 compared to day 7, or whatever, just trying to do a bit of a YouTube series with some handy hints and handy tips. Oh, look at that guy straight. I'm chatting away about YouTube and just look straight over the railway lines. I mean, is there really anything else that this horse needs to prove? We know she's good in the school. It's on her CV. She's winning a dressage. She's working on a riding school. Yeah. Horses like her are the horses that should be substantially priced. There's just no two ways about it. And you know, we've been offering, and I have been posting it on the social media, I have been doing a bit of a scheme, sort of a buy and direct scheme, which sort of, it in a way cuts cuts out the middleman. Oh, there you go. And then he's dragging his bag. Sort of cuts out the middleman a little bit and just helps on prices, because some of these horses, some of these prices at the minute have totally outpriced many owners. Right, now this is not easy, because I don't know if you can see, there's a crane rattling. The crane has just been grabbing things and it's now swinging. I don't know if you can catch that on the video. You've got your man stood there. Wow, what bloody good horses. Yeah, we are offering a buy and direct scheme, and to be fair, I've been running this for a little while, and I've been running it very successfully, like very successfully. And if you're interested in it, you can just drop me a message, and I will send you a link with lots of terms and conditions. But basically, these horses that are offered on that scheme are horses that I have done all my pre-purchase check, that I have purchased, and that are in the process of coming to us. And then obviously when they come to us, as you can see now, the work starts here. And basically you can see for yourself, all the hard work has been done before they get to us. When they get to us, really, it's just a case of doing these videos and showcasing them to you. That obviously has costs involved, you know, costs, staff cost, transport to me, time, you know, it obviously bumps the horses' prices up, which is, you know, we still stay very competitive, and I still believe that we are way under what the actual current market is. Straight under the bridge, no problem. However, even then, they're still slightly, you know, they can still be slightly outpriced for some buyers. Now, the buy and direct scheme, you still purchase from us, you still have those guarantees. So, but you do sort of miss out this part, which does bring the horses down more in price. But however, you know, there is, you still have, now you've got the guy chucking things in the bucket. You still have the guarantees and the safety net of ourselves. But yeah, there's a lot of info on that. So if you are, and there's no commitment, no cost, no nothing to that. If you wanted to just inquire on that, and if it suited you to be a part of that. But yeah, if you wanted to just drop me a message and you just want the info, the T's and C's, then feel free. We also price all the horses. We've got the heart ranges. I will confirm this mare's heart range. I'll be honest, it's looking like it's going to be blue, to be fair. Look at that, that was flapping. She had a slight side step, but wow. Now we've got traffic behind peeping, which is just, well, we all know comment on some drivers. Okay, so I think you pretty much get the gist of this horse. So this is our Candy. You will see, obviously you've only really seen her backside. She's actually really pretty, so just wait till she's been bathed up and we can show you her nice photos. But she's a super stamp because she's cobby, she's got loads of body, but she's not sort of heavy legged, but she's a real substantial, oh sorry, excuse me, she's a real substantial sort of build, to be honest. Yeah, sort of good workhorse like, sorry, not workman. You know, she's light enough to go and do the job of all the riding horses, but she has all the benefits of the cob. But as I say, she's come from a yard where I've had horses from before, through whatever reason, and they've been fantastic. They've been absolutely great. Exactly what they say on the tin. And yeah, I'm really chuffed with this horse, really chuffed. Straight past the skip wagon. I mean, little Mia, bless her, she's a good girl, you know, not leaving the stable for 10 days, and she's straight out. I think after this riding today, she won't want to leave for another 10 days. Neither will Molly. I don't think we're all cut out for long distance riding here, guys. It's not really our thing, I don't think. I think I've definitely got the good job here. The good part, even. Right, so if there's any more to see, I will video, but I don't think there's any more to say, and I can't see that you could really see any more than we've already done. I don't know what it is round here, but all these wheelie bins seem to have these bags hanging out. I don't know if you've noticed that riding through. So, you know, we all know wheelie bins are the scariest things out there if you ride out on bin day. Well, yeah, scary. I don't know if you can notice how windy it is as well. So bin day is monster day, and then bin day with bags hanging out. I mean, that's a new one to me, but in the wind as well, you know. There you go, that's what day it is here. Bin day with the bags hanging out. There we go. Let's just zoom past Mia a bit. Oh, I can't get past her. Molly keeps moving about in a saddle a little bit. I don't know if she's got bum ache. She's got to ride all the way back. All right, guys. Like I say, if you hear more from me after this, that's because there's a little bit more to see. If you don't, then feel free to message me at any time, and keep your eye out for more info on our Candy. There you go, right, we'll get her now. Yeah, see, I mean, what is all this about? There's a bag hanging out of all of them. I don't get it. You guys might be able to comment and tell me more. But anyone that's watching this on the YouTube, if you want to sort of give us a bit of feedback on what you think about doing a YouTube series. We've actually been talking about not just that, about doing a few things as well, so just some online advice and demonstrations and things, because, you know, we have got the channel and it is active, and it is something that we're all used to doing all of the time, and we thought we might just share, you know, our advice and you know, the way we do it here as well. So if anybody's interested in that, like I say, I think we might start off with the whole you know, what to expect of a new horse sort of thing, of a series, and, you know, how to deal with X, Y and Z if this is what happens. Because often when horses go into their new homes, you know, that they are unsettled, and they might not behave exactly what, you know, as they would do when they're settled, and that doesn't define them as a horse. It's just a new horse. It could be anxiousness, it could be excitement, it could be you know, anything really. So hopefully that might help a few people out. So yeah, let us know if you would be interested in that. If you want to comment on this video, I'll have a look out for the feedback. Right guys, I'll see you soon.